My time with ZZ Top was not unlike a lot of my time that I spent in my first years in Nashville. I had, as far as my function went, uh, I had a big uh, music computer, a dedicated music computer at the time called a Fairlight computer, and and just because I had that computer, I would get hired for some gigs. Later on, I started getting gigs where I could show off my keyboard chops, and so after a while, I kind of phased out the Fairlight and just played keyboards on sessions in Nashville. Uh, but but at first, it was just Fairlight, and that had happened. I was the original Fairlight programmer at Ardent when I had kind of conspired with the owner, who I approached and I said, "Look, I don't have the money to buy one of these things. You do, but you need a programmer, and I can do that for you." And so we started doing that. Well, we did so well at it that he had to hire two other programmers, and we ran that thing like a taxi cab 24 hours a day. So I bought my own at that point in time. And it was right about that time I had moved up to Nashville that Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top called me. And they had made their records in the A studio at Ardent just religiously. And on their Eliminator and Afterburner records, they used, especially on the Afterburner record, they used a Fairlight, the Fairlight that was Ardent's. And for some reason, they wanted to record in another studio in Memphis, one down on Beale Street at the time, called Memphis Sound Productions. And at Ardent wouldn't let its Fairlight out of the studio. So I got a call from Billy saying, "Hey, would you like to?" I can't remember if I had met him before that. I may have in the halls at Ardent. But ZZ was always kind of mysterious, and they wouldn't really talk to too many people when they went in. They'd just go through the halls, and then they just duck in the door. Nobody really knew what the heck was going on in there. And then they come out with these albums that sell 10 million or 15 million, right? So, so that's what led to that. Is Billy called me and asked me to come help them on the Recycler record, and I did. And at that point in time, he realized I was a keyboardist, and they were still, they still had their blues roots, and so he asked me to play some B3 on their record. So I did, as well as did a bunch of the programming on the records, all the synth stuff in that programming I did with Billy. And I worked with them for three albums, and they were great albums, and I really enjoyed it. Billy is an incredible guy, an incredible player. He's one of these guys that can pick up a guitar, and it's been on the stand, and it's out of tune, an electric guitar, and he'll play it in tune. It's just sick. He's so good. He's really something. But my time with ZZ, I really loved.